Caitlin Clark. You didn't chop at her knees or anything like that, Kennedy Carter. So that's cool. It was a Bush League play. It wasn't a basketball play and all of this other stuff. But at the end of the day, all I'm saying is, for you, because I saw reports that you called her the B word before you shoved her in the side, hip checked her. But before, just in case resentment, jealousy, envy, or whatever it is applicable, because I don't know which one it is. Just in case. All I'm saying is, hold up, ladies. There's an opportunity here. Go for it. Let that girl shine. I'm not talking about on the court. You compete against her. You try to take her out. Try to beat her. I get that part. But I'm talking about let that girl shine marketing-wise. Let her get her bag. Find a way to maximize off of it and create an opening for yourself so you can get yours. That's the American way. Hell, that's the global way. But for some reason, my colleague at ESPN, Miss Monica McNutt, couldn't figure that out. And took a conversation and did something she has never done before that absolutely shocked me that she did today, that I totally and emphatically disagreed with, although I do love her to death. And I appreciate the great work that she does for me on First Take on ESPN and the great work she does for ESPN overall. I love Monica McNutt. But this is the first real disagreement we had. And since she brought it up on national television, I'm going to bring it up now. This is myself, along with her and Shannon Sharp from Club Shay Shay, getting into it on this very subject. Watch where Monica McNutt goes. Listen to this. Who talk about women's sports more than First Take?
Stephen A., respectfully, with your platform, you could have been doing this 3 years ago if you wanted to.
Wow.
All right, we got to go. You guys.
So did you say
you're my guy, but
who does more than
Stephen
us?
I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you.
Wow.
Don't do that. I'm talking to you about the power that you have.
Okay.
I'm talking to you.
Okay.
All right, let's.
You're my guy, but I'm talking to you.
Guys, I really appreciate
you my girl, but you've missed a lot of episodes of First Take. You missed a lot.
Stephen A., 3 years ago, you were not talking about the W at this level. Don't do that.
Guys.
Nobody was, Monica.
Guys,
you making Stephen A.'s point, Monica. Monica, you making Stephen A.'s point.
Let me do my job.
First of all, as it pertains to what Molly said doing her job at that particular moment, naturally in television, got to get us to commercial break. Sometimes damn the commercial break. But that's a subject for another day. I'll deal with that. Here's the bigger issue. You know, there's something that's going on, and a lot of people run from it. But I'm not, because I'm not scared of these subjects. Doesn't faze me at all. To address Monica McNutt's point, I found it very unfortunate that she would say that. Ladies and gentlemen, I am the executive producer of First Take. You ever heard of Monica McNutt? You have now, because she's on First Take a lot. Shanae Ogumake, absolutely wonderful, spectacular basketball analyst, et cetera, WNBA player in her own right. Ask her how it's been to be on First Take. How about Andrea Carter, who's a rising star in this business? How much do you think First Take helped that? What about Kimberly Martin? What about Molly Kiram herself? Now, I have sat back for years and taken a lot of shit from people. Some who don't know what the hell they're talking about. Some who act like they don't know just because they want to get at me. I could care less about people getting at me. I just want you to be accurate. And it is highly offensive to me when somebody implies or flat out states, like Monica McNutt did this morning, which was factually incorrect. I challenge anybody to find a show in sports television that discusses women issues, that discusses the WNBA or women's sports, that highlights and profiles female analysts more than First Take. It's been going on for years. One of my producers here is a guy by the name of Galen Gordon, who used to be a producer on First Take. He was one of the people who spearheaded highlighting diversity. You as an audience don't know this, but Monica McNutt does. The James Dunn and the David McKinnons of the world and others. These are black men overseeing First Take. My boss, the HNIC, as they say, one of the executives, the top 3 executives at ESPN overseeing First Take is a black man by the name of Dave Roberts. We have black women. We have white women. Mina Combs, let me not forget to mention her. There's a female host on my show. Anybody trying to let go of Molly? Before her, it was Carrie Champion. Before Numbers Never Lie came along with Jamel Hill, she's on First Take. First Take has spearheaded diversity and equity. You have any idea how offensive it was for me to sit there and hear Monica McNutt say that about me when I'm the one who handpicked our roster on First Take? Now, again, we're only talking about this incident. I love Monica McNutt. She's phenomenal. And she is a friend, and I'm a supporter, and I'm going to remain a supporter of hers. I just disagree with that one statement, because I have to publicly defend the show. What she said is blatantly false. I'm not accusing her of lying. I'm accusing her of not knowing, because she's not a liar. She's an honorable person. She must not have known. The WNBA, could I have done more? Well, guess what, Monica McNutt? I could have done less. Who's done more? Hell, a legitimate argument could be made that the WNBA wasn't doing it for themselves. For themselves. The commissioner of the WNBA came on First Take to thank us for what we was doing for the WNBA. Who else was doing it? Where were these people at? We address one issue after another after another. Is sports? Fine. Is social issues? Fine. Is politics? It's fine. Is gender issues? Fine. The list goes on and on. First Take is the place. Who's the executive producer of First Take? Who handpicked every single contributor to the show? Because more than 2 years ago, Jimmy Pitaro, the president of ESPN, Dave Roberts, an executive editor at ESPN, handed that responsibility to me, and I didn't even ask for it. You don't believe me? Ask them. You know their numbers. Jimmy Pitaro, Dave Roberts. Burke Magnus is now the boss over over content for ESPN. Ask him too. I'm in charge of content. I'm in charge of the contributors that are on the show. That would be me. What do you mean we haven't talked about it? Years ago, you weren't resonating. Years ago, you didn't have an audience. Years ago, you didn't have that audience because even the women weren't supporting the WNBA. And it was me on national television calling out the women to support the WNBA. I said it. You can find the tape. Yo, we should be talking about y'all more, but you got to resonate more. Y'all got to do better in supporting your own sport. The fellas got their sports. This is y'all sport. Ladies, why don't y'all support them more? The tape is there. It's in the archives. What are you talking about? It's been there. It's been there. And ever since, that's what we've been doing. I recall Shanae Ogumake and Andrea Carter coming on the show and thanking me. Not just for what I was doing for them, but what I was doing for women's sports. So for Monica McNutt to go on national television and say that is unfortunate. I love her. She's a good woman and a phenomenal analyst. And I'm not throwing any shade on her. I'm speaking out because she put out a falsehood about me live on national television on First Take, and I'm going to clear that record. That is not true. Could I have done more? Well, if you're a sports show and a sports news show, you got to talk about what's percolating. You got to talk about what's resonating. You've got to pay attention to what the masses are paying attention to. And the fact of the matter is they weren't paying any attention to the WNBA. So there's but so much I could do until the WNBA did something for itself. And then the second there was a sliver of an opening to do something more for the sport, I have always done something for women's basketball and women's sports, period. Yet here we are on this particular day, and I am sitting up here, and I'm Google Alerts it is. Let me play for you the headlines. One headlines, USA Today, Monica McNutt leaves Stephen A. Smith speechless with real talk about First Take's WNBA coverage. That ain't real talk. That's the damn point. It's not real. It's false. But USA Today, you didn't bother to pick that up, did you? Another one. ESPN's Fox News. ESPN Stephen A. Smith says some WNBA players jealous of Caitlin Clark. Suggests race is a part of it. You're damn right. Some people got a problem with a white girl who's been labeled the savior even before she played a game after they toiled the terrain of the WNBA for years. It's a natural reaction. It's not beneficial. It doesn't need to be something they harness and harbor because you can maximize the potential of what Caitlin Clark has created. But nevertheless, the resentment to some degree is real. I'm not backtracking from that. Here's another headline. Athlon Sports. Stephen A. Smith left speechless after WNBA opinion backlash on First Take. I'm speechless because I didn't want to go nuclear on a wonderful, wonderful woman like Monica McNutt, who I think was false and put out a false narrative. That's why. Stephen A. Smith, Daily Mail, of course, couldn't forget them. Guy can't forget them. Stephen A. Smith is slammed by co-hosts in furious exchange live on the air. Slammed? Or taken aback by the falsehood of that accusation. What's the matter? That headline is too long to write? Do y'all homework. Check the facts. First Take delivers. And we deliver because we run from nothing. And we try to support everything that comes associated with the world of sports. I love Monica McNutt dearly, and I will always support her. Everybody can't be right all the time. Everybody can't be correct. It is by far the most disappointing moment I ever had with her. Because she didn't just say what she said about me. When you're talking about I could do more, you're talking about First Take. And we've done more than most. And we could always do less. But we don't. Because we care. And I'm going to leave it at that.